guys, it's Luna. Welcome back to my channel. I thought I would play some Pokemon Live. So basically what Pokemon Live is the actual Pokemon card game. I'm sure you've seen me play it a couple of times if you're on my TikTok or you watch my YouTube shorts. Pocket is a more like beginner-friendly version of Pokemon TCG, but I want to introduce this to you guys so that a lot more people can know about how to play the Pokemon TCG game, like the actual card game, and yeah, maybe we can play together as well if we like become friends. If you guys want to leave your handles down below in the comments, then we can definitely play some friendlies as well. But anyway, the deck that I'm going to be playing is String Cheese Boy. Oh yeah, it's a version of Goldengo. Actually, I've only played this version on live. My IRL deck that I have built is not this 60 exactly, but I believe that this is more optimal. Just because right now in the meta, in terms of what everyone is playing, it's kind of like Guardy, Dragapult, like those kinds of decks. So I thought it would be better if I kind of add 2 more Dark Energy and add a little bit more chance for me to set up the Monkey Dory so I can move around some damage counters and stuff. Once again, I am not a TCG professional, but I really do like playing Pokemon, so I'm excited to be able to share a game with you guys. So let's get into it. I actually haven't played a lot of live recently because unfortunately in Korea they block live servers. In Korea you can't play it unless you're on a really good VPN. And oh, the person is not rendered in. Interesting. But yeah. But I'm really happy to be able to play. Blow my English. But yeah. Let's see. Flip in my favor. Please. So for the first steps of the game, you flip a coin, heads or tails. If what you choose appears, like if I chose heads and I got heads, then you can decide if you want to go first or second. Then you need to drag a basic Pokemon to your active spot. And you set up 6 prize cards, those things that you see on the left hand side. Oh! Okay. Maybe their opening hand was really bad? Or my Gimmickle had too much aura? Maybe. Highly doubtful, but okay, we need to play one game at least, so let's head back in. Okay. Interesting intro message. That was really long. Flip in our favor. Ah, darn. Fair enough. So depending on what kind of 60 card deck you're playing, it will depend on whether you want to go first or second. Goldengo usually wants to go second with most matchups nowadays because you're able to do a lot more. In Pokemon, on the very first turn of the game, you're not allowed to use something called a supporter card. So that's something like that Iono or that Arven in my hand right now. Okay, so it's my turn. There's not a lot that we can do right now because we can't play these cards like the Arven or the Iono because they're supporter cards. So So I suppose we'll just... we don't need to attach energy, but we can use the ability to do something called thinning the deck, which basically means that you're trying to take cards out of your deck so that the next next card that you draw off the top of your deck is more favorable. I hope this is making sense, but just to recap up to this point, in Pokemon, you have a 60 card deck. Out of the 60 card deck, you have 6 prize cards, which you can take if you knock out someone's Pokemon with the attacks that your Pokemons do. On the very first turn of the game, you cannot use a supporter card, which are things that have supporter in the top left in red. And what else? You can only manually attach 1 energy per turn. Yes, I think that's as good as the explanation is gonna get. Let's focus here. So we played on the Gimmickle. He looks to be playing Gardevoir, so we'll grab our 2 other Gimmicles here. Unfortunately, we can't evolve them because we only benched them this turn. So I'm gonna use this Cypher Make EX Code Breaking, which basically allows me to stack my deck to help me get things for later on. That might be the play. I'm just trying to explain because I don't know who knows a lot about Pokemon and who doesn't. So we'll just do that for now. But yeah. So cards like supporters help you draw cards or attach energy, like extra energy, because you're only allowed to attach 1 per turn. And they're really, really helpful. Another type of card are item cards, like you see here on the top left. And they help you play the game, I guess, by allowing you to search for Pokemon, grab things out of the discard pile. So where my supporter card and my Buddy Putty Puffin is right now is the discard pile. And then obviously you have Pokemon. So Pokemon have abilities and they have attacks. These little white circles here are showing how much energy you need to attack with that specific Pokemon. So if it has this white circle with a star in it, that means you can use any kind of energy. If it has like a specific sign, like it does on my Genesect here, it means that we need to have that specific type of energy, like the metal energy. So I'm gonna attach that air balloon there. Metallic signal? Metal signal. And then we will evolve our 2 Gimmicles here. Let's see. We definitely want to retreat into our main attacker, which is Goldingo. Apologies. And we will energy search first, because it allows us to grab our energies. Confirm. So once per turn, we're allowed to attach our energy, and we can always use our Pokemon abilities unless it says that we can't. So Goldengo's ability is coin bonus, which means we can draw 2 cards from our deck, and we actually drew really well. We'll grab 1 more card. Awesome. So what we'll do here is we'll Ultra Ball the... Oh, not that. Buddy Buddy Puffin and the Lightning Energy to grab another Goldengo and evolve. We'll grab 1 more card and we'll put what's called a stadium in play. So stadiums allow you to do specific things. In this case, we'll be able to put up to 2 basic energy into our hands, lightning energy, from our discard pile. But before we do that, we will boss up this Kirlia, because Kirlia evolves into Gardevoir, and it's like Gardevoir's or that deck's main draw engine, not draw engine, energy attachment. I think this is the most I've struggled to speak clearly. So it has 90 HP, and we do 50 damage for each energy card we discard. So probably we do that. And yeah, we can knock it out in this way. Yeah! Make it rain! So now we take a prize card because we knocked out a Pokemon. We got an air balloon, which is good. And we can just wait for the opponent to play his turn. So as of this point, we're doing pretty well. What I found when I came back to Pokemon Live was that they reduced the time for each player's turn. It used to be 30 minutes, but now it's only like 20. Which is pretty interesting. We're gonna use our ability, coin bonus. Okay, we got another Gimme Goal. We don't really need it right now. Let's see. I suppose we can air balloon. Let's see what we get from the other coin bonuses. Because right now we need a metal energy if we want to attack with something else, but we don't have that. So this is our attacker right now. I'm gonna leave the lightning and grass energy in there just in case I want to get it later on. Yeah, I don't want to attach energy right now. Because Goldengo, usually you want to... Oh! We hit the head! So basically the reason why that's important is because the opposing Pokemon, which is Munkidori's attack, confuses its opponents when it attacks, meaning that I have to flip a coin. If it's heads, then I can attack and knock it out. Or I have to just kind of wait and miss my attack, which gives them more time to set up, and has a higher possibility of knocking me out, obviously. But thankfully we hit the heads, so you don't need to worry about that. Oh, Oh, the guy is really sweet, giving me a thumbs up. That's cool. Let's see what we get off this coin bonus. We got another genocide, which isn't super helpful. Come on, metal energy. Okay, so here I'm gonna play the supporter so that I can grab an earthen vessel, which basically will allow me to grab another metal energy, which is what we need in this case. So I'm gonna earthen vessel, and I will choose something that I don't need to play again in this matchup. I'll just take one. I think it's better to leave one in the deck. So I'll attach it here, and I'll retreat into my other Goldingo. I specifically chose that one so that when we use this coin bonus, we can draw 2 cards instead of 1. We'll use our Levincia, which grabs our lightning energy back, which is great. We're gonna play this jamming tower. Yeah, I think that's pretty good from our side. Even though seems like we might take a pretty sweeping victory over him. Unless he has some like genius play that I don't know about, then I'm just saying all of this and then he's like cooking up his master plan. It's kind of hard for the deck that I'm versing to come back from this many knockouts in a row, but especially with no like kind of setup like he has. Like he only has 1 Pokemon. Usually good to have more than that. But he has the... So this is a tool card. I don't know if I mentioned what it... if I could just... Oh, never mind. Can't show you. You're not allowed to see, but... basically, it will devolve my Pokemon, which is actually not that big of a problem now that I'm thinking of it, because even my basic Pokemon has more than 60 HP, and Goldingo can just be evolved again in 1 turn. Yeah. I think he doesn't want to use it. I think he just wanted to get it out of his hand, maybe? Yes, Miracle Force. Okay, 190. But I'm not sure why he would... okay. Maybe that's all he could do. I definitely think we have game in hand. Energy. We have 6 energy. 7. Yeah, so I think we can just knock out and call it a day. Okay. Some pretty good games going on here. From our side. I think they're being kind of sweet as well. Maybe... okay, he didn't let me play out all the way. But that's fair. So basically, that's how actual Pokemon card game is played. I just wanted to share it with y'all because I thought it would be cool to share something that I really like. I like Pokemon games in general, if you couldn't tell already. And I'm thinking about playing Pocket as well. If you want me to do that, let me know. But yeah, I'll definitely play more Pokemon Live, probably on lives coming up in the future, just because the games are... Oh, we ranked up! Just because the games are longer, and I don't want the YouTube videos to get too long. just for watching ease, I guess. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed our first playthrough of Life. And yeah, have a good day. Thanks so much for watching. See you.